This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. You could win up to 325 times your entry with their Pick 8. Sign up with code GOLF SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $250 in bonus cash. Underdog Fantasy promo code GOLF SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Build your own betting model using their AI betting engine. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Moonoff, the Machine, Manji, and Chris are getting ready for the NFL season on the Propcast. They got episodes dedicated to season-long props and the awards market. Plus, check out CJ Sullivan and his road to 10 million on the bottom line bonds. Tune into wherever you get your podcast or head over to the SGPN app. Okay, Open Championship time. We're doing the preview a little early. We're in the middle of round 2 in Scotland, the middle of round 1 in Live Valderrama, the middle of round 2 at the ISCO Championship. Sorry. So I just wanted to get on here, pull up the DraftKings pool, give my early thoughts before I head over to Scotland this afternoon. And some opinions may change, but I want to also give my thoughts before I really say anything and then see how my opinions change over the weekend. So tune in to you guys. You guys know my Twitter at Matt_Gannon_. Go and have a ton of content from Scotland. So it's going to be interesting to see what I'm saying now compared to how it changes in 24, 36, 72 hours. So stay on the lookout for that. So as of right now, I'm not looking for the generic links golfer that I would on most occasions. Usually, I look for a golfer who's going to rip driver all over the golf course, spray it a little bit, and have a really creative short game, at least at the core. Here at Royal Troon, I'm looking for a golfer who was not scared to club down off the tee to hit their spots. And really, I think emphasizing strokes gain approach and iron play and precision and high ball flight landing on the firm greens more than I usually am at Open Championships. Obviously, that helps anywhere, but I'm looking for that. And obviously, a short game and a good. This is similar to honestly what I'm looking for at the Renaissance Club, which is not always the case. Usually, the Renaissance Club is a bit different type of golfer that I'm looking for compared to the normal Open Championship stop the following week. But I'm kind of looking for a similar style golfer, maybe a little bit more of an accurate driver than I am this week. But more than anything, I'm really kind of diving in on strokes gain approach and just precision iron play. So Steve will hit you with a really detailed course preview. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on what I'm looking for heading into the week. Let's talk about the DFS board now. Obviously, Scotty leads the way. There is a ton of guys above 10K. Scotty, Bryson, Rory, Xander, Rahm, Ludwig at 10-1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys over 10K. And that really, so I think to start this, well, let's do our cross-offs. Guys that we just don't want to play. I'll start right now. It's going to be Bryson for me. Although, yeah, Bryson's playing great golf. You have to make decisions down here. And with me thinking the key stat is strokes gain approach, that's just going to kick Bryson off of this for me because all of these guys are objectively better iron players than Bryson. And then from there, sadly, I think it's got to be Rory because obviously Rory is coming in great form. Obviously, Rory's coming in with vengeance to win this event, but I like Rory when it's more driver putter. Then from there, that leaves Scotty, Xander, Rahm, and Ludwig. Rahm, I really do think is going to have a good week. Truthfully, I really do. But this price is just tough for me to get to. It really is tough for me to get to. I think he's playing all right in Live right now. He just went in the water on 17. I think he's still going to have a top 5 finish on Live. But like the price is just so tough to get to for a golfer who just hasn't done it yet. Like DraftKings isn't stupid. They priced Rahm up for a reason because they know he makes sense here. So I think that leaves Scotty and Ludwig. Those are going to be my 2 guys in this 10K range. I love Scotty. Obviously, his Open Championship history is nothing crazy. Never missed a cut, but doesn't have a top 5 finish in 3 tries. But I think the way this course sets up for him is similar to, oddly enough, like a TPC design. Like you have to be super you don't have to be super accurate, but you have to be more accurate than most Open Championship venues, in my opinion. I think you're going to have to club down in spots, avoid bunkers in spots, and then that leaves you to have to hit really precision iron shots. So that sounds like Scotty Scheffler. He's the most precise and long golfer on tour, and obviously he's the best fucking golfer in the world. So I think Scotty is a hammer play at 12-8. I'm going to play him a ton. And then Ludwig at 10-1. You could probably fit them both and sprinkle some 5K bullets, which we'll get into later in the week and later in the show. So I think Scotty is a hammer, and I think Ludwig is awesome. He's leading the way in Scotland right now. I have him 17-1, hammered him T10 last night at minus 150, and I think that it's a young stud. He's just playing such good golf, and what he did at Pinehurst, the hitting all those greens, and his ability to hit fairways and club down when he needs to, and have the high ball flight. Not overthinking it. Ludwig at 10-1 and Scotty at 12-8 when I really take everyone out of it. Oh, I didn't mention Xander. Xander is kind of fighting to make the cut right now in Scotland, but I kind of would put him as my third guy. So let's rank these guys. Scotty 1, Ludwig 2, Xander 3, Rahm 4, Rory 5, Bryson 6. Those are my official top 6, 10K and above. So let's head down to the 9K range and see what we can talk about there. So we'll do 9 and 8K range because they're kind of combined into, like, there's not that many golfers in both of these range. But before we get into those guys, really quickly, Underdog Fantasy, the pick 8 is now live. Create entries with up to 8 picks, and Underdog will automatically double flex it. So you can miss up to 2 picks and still win your entry. With more picks to make, extra ways to win, the excitement is higher than ever. The best part, you can win up to 325 times your original amount. Use specials and boost on all flex entries. I'm going to be making those pick 8s. My picks are on sportsgamblingpodcast.com every single day. So check those out. They'll probably be up around 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, since the golf's going to be coming on at night. So promo code GOLF SGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $250 in bonus cash. Promo code GOLF SGPN. Circa Sports is back with their Circa Survivor and Circa Millions, giving away $16 million in guaranteed prizes. Of course, Circa contests have zero rake. Circa Millions, pick 5 NFL teams against the spread and compete for $6 million prize, or survive the NFL Gauntlet to claim the $10 million prize. Sign up in person at Circa Sports between now and September 7th. Or use a proxy to play from anywhere in the country. We have a deal with footballcontestproxy.com to save $50 with code SGP. So definitely head to Vegas. Some good stuff happening there if you're into that type of thing. So let's get into this 9 and 8K range. You see Colin leads the way at 9-9. Who's 8 flat? Is there anyone 8 flat? Let's see. 8 flat. Windy C. So Colin leads the way at 9-9, and he just continues to play so steadily. He continues to gain strokes across the board. And what's stopping Colin besides, like, himself right now? Like, I haven't been a part of this Colin run. I really have not. He looks so steady, and the price is so fair. Now, will he be chalky? Probably, but is he safe chalk? Maybe. I mean, you can never really say safe chalk in the Open because randomness is a thing. But I definitely like Colin at 9-9. I also really like Victor at 9-7, even though he's not really doing what I thought he was going to be doing thus far at the Renaissance Club. So maybe take that with a grain of salt, see how he finishes this weekend. Tyrrell Hatton's probably going to be a chalky bullet at 9-5, coming off of a few nice live runs, and is an English golfer who's got great Open history. Makes a ton of sense, as does Tommy Fleetwood, just so consistent. But his consistency, his ceiling is probably T9. Will that work at $9,300? Sure will. His floor is probably T28. So Tommy's going to be, if Tommy's sub 16%, he's probably just a lineup lock. He's so safe, and he provides that high floor, decent ceiling. PC 9-1. Tough to see PC like taking all this time off after he finally peaks. And it's really odd because he's not like a links truther who has the best links course history in the world. So I thought it was weird that he took all this time off after. I mean, he stated he has an injury and didn't play the JDC because of an injury, but I just don't think he wanted to play the JDC. I think he found good enough form, and then he was like, fuck this, I don't want to play the John Deere Classic. But still weird to see him take so much time off. I think you should probably be careful with Cantlay, because just as easily as he can have those solid weeks, I can see him shitting the bed. I really like Brooks Koepka at 9 flat. People are starting to not forget about Brooks, but he's going a little bit under the radar. He's not having a great week at Valderrama thus far after he did last year. So I'm not scared to run out Brooks in an Open Championship. He's had decent results across the pond before. Obviously grew up playing golf there, not when he was young, but to make his way professionally. So I definitely like Brooks Koepka at 9K flat. 8K range, Cam Smith 8-9. Now, I don't really know if I love Cam Smith because of I could see Cam Smith finding real trouble off the tee. So with that being said, probably will pivot off of Cam Smith down to Tony, or definitely I love Hideki Matsuyama. probably going to miss the cut here at the Renaissance Club, but I really love what he's doing going up to this, and he's going to be a great flop lag candidate. Hopefully people play Cam. Hopefully people play Tone, because I think Decky is just a great pivot down and a great price. Obviously, we know the upside he's had, has a top 10 in an open before, and he could definitely do it in these conditions. Kind of got boned a few times at the Renaissance Club, so I am not really worried about Decky. Then at the bottom of this 8K range, I think I wouldn't mind going back to Wyndham. Obviously, he doesn't have his best stuff this week at the Renaissance Club, but uh, at the core, I think I just like what he's doing, and I have to run him out another week to just pay him the respect that he deserves. So Clark is currently 2 under right now after back-to-back bogeys, or 2 bogeys in his last 4 holes, 5 holes, to potentially miss the cut here in Scotland, but I think he's a great bounce back candidate. And then Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry doesn't need to prep. He is a links king, and he's coming in an amazing approach form. So I really do like Shane Lowry at the bottom of this 8K range. So picks down here, I love Hideki, love Shane Lowry. I like Wyndham, and who else? Who did I like it? Did I like anyone at 8-9? Oh yeah, I think it's just Decky, Wyndham, and Lowry, my picks at those. So okay, 7K range, probably a little bit of a bigger range, and not the biggest 7K range. I think Wacko Neiman is a great candidate because he's been touted in all of these majors to play well. Hasn't really been playing well. He's not coming in amazing form. Joaquin Neiman, if the wind kicks up, which it's going to kick up next week at Troon. Right now, it's good. It's going to kick up. He's got that flighted shot. He's got that low shot. I love Neiman here. I want to take a deeper look at his Open Championship history. I don't think it's great, but I might go on the limb and say Joaquin has his best major finish. His Open Championship history is no better, 4 trips, no better finish than a T53. I am certain that Joaquin will have his best Open Championship performance this week. So I'm definitely going to go to him at that 9, 7, 8 price. And then I think Bob will probably be chalky again. Playing all right in Scotland, but I didn't think it was a great play last week, so I was wrong there. Harman, Cam Young, Minwoo. I need this Minwoo week to continue going somewhat poorly. So Minwoo Lee is currently 4 under right now. I need him to keep going. If he misses a cut, that would be absolutely lovely, because Minwoo, how I wanted it to go with Minwoo this week was he plays average to sub-average, and then because everyone's on him here, we hop in next week. JT, Max, Connor, Sahith, Sam Burns at 7-2. This range is going to be really concentrated with pretty obvious chalk. JT is going to carry some ownership because of what he did in round 1 last week. Sahith is playing great right now, and he's cheap, so Sahith is going to carry a ton of ownership. I obviously like them to play well next week, but I think the pivots here are Sam Burns and Will Zalatoris. With Sam Burns, obviously he's coming off of his best major finish at Pinehurst, but I really like what Sam Burns is doing with the driver. He's in control of the driver. He's in control with the driver, and in his past opens, the driver has been his downfall. So now he's coming into this event with a really solid driver, and he's putt really well in opens. If you're telling me Sam Burns has putt really well in these courses and he's coming in with a great driver, I'm down. I think he's a great pivot. He's going to go under the radar. Could possibly have maybe I said at Pinehurst he was going to have the best major result of his career. That came true, but I think that he's going to have his maybe first contention of his career. So Zalatoris, let's see what he's doing. Nothing great. He's going to miss the cut at the Open. At the Scottish Open, but I wouldn't mind a bounce back spot for him because I think this course will ask a little more of approach play, which he does well. So down here, I think also other guys who are going to be chalky are maybe Sepp, probably Akshay, because we haven't seen Akshay in a little bit, but he hits that firm, heavy ball, but I could see Akshay legitimately getting blown down in the wind at this golf course. So, but I don't mind him. But my favorite plays in this range are definitely Sam Burns from a DFS ownership standpoint. Okay, 6K range. Not going to go crazily into the 6K range because I'm going to get my eyes on a ton of players in the 6K range, and I'm going to have a 6K show. So stay tuned for that. I really like who do I really like? I was going to say his name. Oh, Jason Day. Jason Day finished runner-up last Open, but the approach game is not great, which is, I mean, he's in the 6K range for a reason. What I'm saying is I like what he's doing off the tee. So Jason Day having that off the tee prowess, which I think is going to be really solid, just to be in control, not the distance, just being in control of the tee, avoiding those bunkers. And then that's just a leg up, because if you're in a bunker in the gorge, you're just going to be boned to begin with. If you're playing from the correct spots in the fairway, which Jason Day, I believe, can do, should have a better chance to just not stuff everything, but just hit greens and then make pars and potentially some birdies from there. So Jason Day, I like at the top of the 6K range. Going to scroll down a little bit. There's some obviously big names down here. Eric Cole. Eric Cole, 6'3". He's kind of just going along. Eric Cole's really good at playing within his means. Like, he doesn't do too much. Does like when he's trending along, he could play well at any golf course. He can backdoor a top 20 at any golf course. So I don't care if it's Bay Hill. I don't care if it's a really tough golf course. I don't care if it's across the pond, which he has no course history with. When he's trending in the right direction and playing all right golf, I'm always down for some Eric Cole. So bottom of the 6K range, I like E. Cole. See if we can find a name in the 5K range before we get out of here. But before we do that, quickly, I want to tell you about Rhythm. If you plan on watching the Open Championship, you need to download Rhythm. Their golf feature makes it easier than ever to find the best betting opportunities for the Open Championship. Lets users create custom betting models and instantly see bet recs for outrights, T5s, T10s, and more. Rhythm presents these bet recs in a menu-like format, making it easy to see where your models agree or disagree, helping you feel confident in your betting decision. Rhythm also features an AI caddy, which gives bettors a chance to see every single golfer in the field's simulated performance thanks to their powerful AI algorithm. You could use this to find huge plus money betting opportunities throughout every tournament. Ultimate betting and DFS guide for the Open Championship. Download now and start your 7-day free trial for the Open Championship. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. All right. One 5K name to click before we get out of here. Matteo Manacero is going to be crazy chalk. What's Jesper Sven doing at the ISCO? Because Jesper Sven is a guy who can make birdies and simply make a cut. So if he's showing anything across the pond, not across the pond, technically across the pond from Jesper Sven. Oh, he's not playing. I thought he was playing the ICO. Svensson is playing the Scottish. What is he doing? Is he doing anything? He's going to make the cut. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the guy who can simply make the cut. And at 5'3", you're getting a lot. So, I like Jesper Sven, but take that with a grain of salt, because I will have eyes on all of these golfers come probably when you're watching this video. So, definitely drop me a question. Let me know who you want to see. I'm going to be walking Royal Troon for the next 4 days. Going to find golfers to like we've done at the. We went to the Players. I went to the Players. Pick Xander. Went to the Valhalla. Pick Xander. Went to Pinehurst. Picked Rory. Going to Troon. So I've been pretty dialed. Just going to these events and just picking one golfer who I think is going to win. So hopefully we could do that again. And practice rounds are key. Practice rounds are key. Boots on ground tells you what you need to know. So ask a question if you need. Catch you guys very soon. Enjoy this weekend. Peace out.